Okay, so in the previous video, what we did was we talked about how to calculate a confidence interval when given just a mean, just one mean. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to calculate a confidence interval for two proportions. So we've already talked about how to calculate it for one proportion and one mean. Now we're going to talk about how to calculate it for two proportions. If I'm given two proportions or two fractions, then I can use this function right here, stat, tests, and then option B, which is 2 prop z int. So 2 prop proportion. Okay. So let's look at our example here. Ryan Howard in the 2009 regular season, first baseman and left-handed hitter Ryan Howard of the Philadelphia Phillies had 126 hits in 394 at-bats. So right away, what I'm going to do, I'm going to underline this. 126 hits in 394 at-bats when facing right-handed pitchers, and only 46 in 22 at-bats when facing left-handed pitchers. And so it says calculate and interpret a 95% confidence interval for the difference in Howard's ability to get a hit against right-handed pitchers and against left-handed pitchers. I'm not going to be interpreting. I'm just going to be showing you how to operate the calculator here. But we're going to use this function right here. So if I go stat tests option B, so over on my calculator, I'm going to go stat tests and go down to option B right here, 2 prop z int. It's going to ask for x1 n1 and x2 n2, and then confidence level, and then calculate. So if I go back, I've got two proportions here. I've got 126 out of 394, and then I got 46 out of 222. So I'm going to choose one of these to be my x1 and n1, and the other one to be my x2 and n2. So I'm going to say x1, n1, x2, n2. I'm just going to choose the first one to be the first one, second one to be the second one. So x1 is going to be 126, n1 will be 394, x2 will be 46, n2 will be 222. Okay. And all I'm doing is I'm plugging into my calculator these values and then just hit calculate. So x1 is 126, n1 is 394, x2 is 46, and n2 is 222. And then again, confidence level, just keep it at 0.95. And so if I hit calculate, I get my proportions right here. Okay, so first proportion, which is this right here. If I were to create a fraction with this, I would get 0.319 and so on and so on. And then if I did a fraction for this, I would get 0.2072, so on and so forth. Now, what it's doing is that it tells me that the confidence interval is 0.0421 to 1830. So I am saying that I am 95% confident that the difference between Ryan's ability to bat against right-handed pitchers and his ability to bat against left-handed pitchers is somewhere between 0.0421 and 0.1830. Okay.